Hi, it's Retro Nerd Girl, and this is a segment from Conversations with my mom about film and media. Well, I wanted to kind of go through your general first experiences with movies when you were growing up. Was your experience going to the movie theater?
Well, as you know, I grew up in a segregated society
Hmm.
where whites and blacks were not allowed to sit together in the movies. And we didn't go to the movies that often. We were the movie with all those 12 kids. But we didn't go to the movies that often. And I remember the first movie that I saw in the theater was Ben Hur.
Oh, oh gosh.
And the black folks had to go upstairs to the movie,
Mm,
and the white folks, they were downstairs.
okay.
But the movie was long too, as well. We were in
Oh,
there for a long time. It was the first time my sisters ever took us to the movies. I just remember all the sights, especially when they had the boat wreck
oh, okay.
and, people losing their leg and,
Ah,
them being beaten by the Romans and Ben Hur saving I guess he was some sort of lord, he was some kind of big man in the
mm-hmm,
system.
mm-hmm.
And of course, Charleston Heston, he was the main character.
Yes.
He, he was a big man in town and everything. And then one day, I think Charleston Heston had an epiphany to continue to look for his, go back to his people,
Mm-hmm.
to the Jewish people. That was the first movie that I saw. But I didn't really get into movies until I came here to New York City.
Mm.
And I'll tell you a reason why.
Mhm.
You were a baby.
Yes, little baby.
And it was Channel 5. They would show movies, all black and white all
Mm.
day long. And that's when I got into Betty Davis. I didn't know who she,
Oh.
but her movies came on. There was something about her that grabbed my attention. And just the black and white movies period, it seemed like to me that back in the day they spent more time, you know trying to engage the audience, not
Mm.
with crap, but with substance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when you look at those old movies, there's no special effect, none whatsoever. But then
Yes.
you're so engaged, like I would say, the day that the earth stood still.
Yes.
I could watch that movie over and over and over. Bad Seed.
Mm.
Bad Seed was a play at first, and then they turned it into a movie.
Wow.
And you just think that special effect back then with the day the earth stood still. I mean, you could see, stuff that they put together, but still it had this, it kind of scared you. And I,
Yeah. Yeah.
when the first time I saw it, I was like frightened because you didn't know what was going to happen next.
Yeah. And like even the ship, like even to this day, it doesn't look like there's actually an opening until the door opens and you're like, oh, where did that come from?
Yeah. And the man that they got to play the part was drop dead gorgeous.
Oh, yes.
Oh
Yes.
my God, that guy he was the right person. And I'll tell you the scene that I love most is when he goes to this scientist's house
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and he's able to open the door without a key. And he walk in and he sees the blackboard and board and the formula on the board. And he sees that the scientist, he came up with a solution, but it's not the right solution.
Yeah.
He erases it, and then he put the right solution on there. And then Anne walks his maid.
Like, how dare you?
And then when they're leaving, he look around and she's getting ready to erase the board. And he said, I wouldn't erase that if I were you. He's gonna need that. So that was that movie. And the
Yes.
whole atmosphere, I would say, has so much atmosphere in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I remember that one scene where he's going to into the hotel that he needs to stay at, and he's in the shadows. And all you see is just the outline of the shadows, and they're all looking at the television, and they're like, "Oh, there's an alien out there, and he's gonna come get us." And then all of a sudden, they see this man in the shadows. Oh my god! So
Yeah,
good.
that was so good. It was him.
Yeah.
And the little boy Bobby, and Bobby, that guy who played Bobby, later on played in a sitcom called Father Knows Best.
Okay.
He was the boy who played, and
Oh, really?
it's
Wow.
way ahead of your time. But Father Knows Best was a great sitcom that came on every week. It was with Robert Young. Robert Young was a movie actor at first, but in the 50s, when the television came out, television was absolutely killing movies.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to get into a television show.
Yeah.
Lucille Ball, who was once a movie actress, she did very well.
Right now, YouTube is going to suggest another video of mine to you, and I hope that you can check it out because it will help me to make more videos just like this. Subscribing, liking, and commenting are other ways that you can help the channel. And without further ado, I bid you adieu, and I'll see you real soon.